Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who spread our lives to this moment. We pray you accept our ibadat. Ameen. We welcome us back to another edition of the free Nahw and Sarfu class. This is Nahw Class 113 and this is the part where we are using our reference book Nahw al-Wadi al-Juzu Salis, the third part of Nahw al-Wadi. So you can follow us with the hard copy of your book or download the soft copy from our Telegram page. So the topic of this lesson is ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة بالأفعال. Pronouns, clear pronouns of Raf'u that are attached to verbs. Clear pronouns of Raf'u or apparent pronouns of Raf'u that are attached to verbs. So you know what we call ضمائر. ضمائر is the plural of ضمير. And we know that ضمير are pronouns like huwa, hiya, ana, or the one that are attached to verbs like jalasu, jalasna, or the one that are attached to particles like anhu, alayhi, alayka. So we know that we have verbs like that. So when we now say ضمائر رفع, this is now specified, not general pronouns now. Pronouns that are what? That are in Raf'u state. Pronouns that are in Raf'u state. So if you have been following our class from beginning, you understand what I mean by Raf'u state already. So pronouns are in Raf'u state. For example, we have this huwa, hiya, ana. They are in Raf'u state. The ta attached to this jalasu. You know this is our pronoun here. This is our pronoun here. So they are also what? They are in Raf'u state. So al-Barza that are apparent that we can see. You know there are some pronouns that we cannot see. For example, when you have our verb, jalasa means what? Isat. But where is the E? It is not what? It is not apparent. So this, the pronoun for this jalasa here is not part of what we are taking today because it is what? Mustatir. It is not bari. So what we are taking is ضمائر رفع بارزة, the ones we can see, like this star, like what? This nun that we have. المتصلة بالأفعال. That are what? That are connected to verbs. That means here, these ones, we are not using them because these ones are just pronouns standing alone. They are what? Pronouns standing alone, so we are not talking about them. So these ones are connected to verb and they are what? They are in Raf'u state. It's part of what we are looking at today. This one is what? Anhu. An is not a verb. So this is not part of what we are talking about. Don't forget, ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة بالأفعال. Pronouns that are what? In Raf'u state and they are what? Connected to verbs. So an is not a verb. The who is the pronoun here. Fine, it is a pronoun here. Number one, it is not even in Raf'u state and it is not connected to a verb. So it's totally out of what we are doing. Jazakallahu. You know when we say Jazakallahu khairan, that's a very popular statement. So this jazaka, this is a pronoun, the kaf is the pronoun, and this is the verb. So it is connected to a verb, but it is not in Raf'u state. Allahu is the fine here. The kaf is the what? Maf'ul bi, that will be in nasbu state. So this is also what? Out of it. Likewise, rahimahu. The how is the pronoun, rahima is the verb, then Allah is the fine. Then the how is what? Is in nasbu state, not Raf'u. So it is also what? Out of it. So these are what? ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة. So we will be explaining all those verbs with examples. So the first one we have here, aliful isnain. So these verbs, these pronouns can that are attached to verbs, they can be together in madi, mudari, and amru, or in only mudari and amru. You can have some like that. You can have some that are in everything. You are going to see them as we go on. So we have aliful isnain. The alif of what? Of dualship. It is also a pronoun. For example, we have jalasa. The alif here is what we are looking at. Jalasa for aliful isnain. So that is what? For madi. Obviously, this is a fi'l madi. So the alif is what? The aliful isnain here. Jalasa. Then the next one we have what? Yajlisani. In yajlisani, which is a fi'l mudari. This is the what? This is the pronoun. Don't forget they are in what? Raf'u state. They are pronouns in Raf'u state. Then ijlisa for fi'l amru. For what? Fi'l amri. So the alif here is the alif al-isnain we are talking about. As you can see, they are all what? Connected to verbs, and they are in Raf'u state. The next one, we have wawul jamaa. Wawul jamaa, the waw that is used to show what? Plural. For fi'l madi, we have jalasu. This is the waw. For mudari, yajlisuna. This is the waw. This nun is not what we are looking at. This is the waw. You know what this nun means? This nun is the one showing it is what? In Raf'u state. So subutu nun for fi'l mudari. So jalasu. Then what we have what? Ijlisu. And this is the waw. So that is what? Wawul jamaa. Then we have what? Nun niswa. The nun that is showing what? Femininity. And as we know, nun niswa is used to denote plural for females. So we have jalasna for fi'l madi. We have yajlisna for mudari, and we have ijlisna for what? For fi'l amri. So then we have atahul mutaharrika. Atahul mutaharrika for what? For madi, it can be jalasta, it can be what? Jalasi, it can be jalastu. So it is only for madi. It does not exist in what? Mudari and amru. It is just what? Fi'l madi. So we can have jalasta, we can have jalasti, we can have jalastu. So it is just this ta. Or we can have what? Jalastum, jalastuma, or jalastuna. So it is just the ta we are looking at, not the mim or the nun. So the ta is the pronoun that we are after. So this mim and nun are just increments to denote the number and the gender. So they are not the pronouns. So the pronoun we are looking at is just what? It's just the ta. Then we have what? Na adallatu ala al-fa'il. The na that indicates fa'il for what? For plural. So it also occurs only in what? In madi. So we have what? This na, that is our domir. The domir we are talking about, that is in what? Raf'u state and what? Attached to verbs. So then the last one we have ya'ul mukhataba. The ya that is showing second person female. That is showing what? Second person female. That is a female you are talking to. So we have tajlisina. So this ya is the what? The ya'ul mukhataba, and ijlisi, we have the ya'ul mukhataba. So all of these are what? Are our ضمائر الرفع البارزة المتصلة بالأفعال. You know we have different types of pronouns. So these are the ones that are in Raf'u state and also attached to what? Attached to verbs. So these verbs we can also classify them into two with respect to their haraka. So if the pronoun is taking haraka as it is attached to the verb, then we say it is what? ضمائر الرفع المتحركة. The pronouns that are attached to the verbs are taking what? Haraka. So what is common to them is that when the pronouns are taking haraka, the last letter of the verb, that is the letter coming before the pronouns, we take sukun. For example, for jalasna, so we'll first look at the pronouns that take haraka. We can see the nono niswa, like in the example here. Ta'ul mutaharrika 230. No adalatu alfa. You can see the haraka clearly and nono niswa. So they are what? ضمائر الرفع المتحركة. They are the ones that are taking haraka. So looking at the examples we have here, from jalasna, from nono niswa, we have jalasna. You can see the C is taking sukun. So the last letter of the verb must what? Take sukun if you are going to have ضمائر الرفع المتحركة, that is the pronouns that are taking haraka, that are taking vowels. So then we have jalastu, jalasti, jalastuma, jalastum, all of them taking sukun, because the pronoun is what? Is raf'u. Don't forget raf'u. Don't forget that word too, because for another case, nasbu, you may not see the same thing. So note ضمائر الرفع المتحركة. For raf'u that are taking haraka, you are going to be seeing that the last letter of the verb takes what? Sukun. Then for the second part, which is ضمائر الرفع الساكنة, those ones that are what? That are sukun. For example, alif al-isnain, wal jamaa, ayyal al-mukhataba. The last letter of the verb will be taking haraka. The last letter of the verb for this one will be taking haraka. For example, jalasa, jalasu, ijlisu, yajlisuna, and what? Tajlisina, ijlisi. So, but the harakat, the last letter will be taken, will be the harakat that corresponds to the what? To the sikh letter, to the sukun that is taken. So for alif, it corresponds to what? Fatha. While doma and ya what? Kesra. So just like we have it here, jalasa, you can see alif mod fatha, jalasu, waw mod doma, then what? Ijlisi, ya, kasra. So those letters are going to take the haraka that are corresponded to them, just like we have also here in Tejlisina. So these are the pronouns we have. So I'm going to be reading from the book. Don't forget, these classes are from the reference book Nahw Wadi Part 3 that we are taking currently. So moving to the Qaida, straight to the Qaida of the topic, we have the first one, ضمائر الرفع البارزة التي تتصل بالماضي. The pronoun that are in Raf'u state that are what? Connected to Madi. The first one, at-tahu. The ta we have here, ta mutaharrika. That's the first one. Aliful isnain. Aliful isnain that we have jalasa, yajlisani, ijlisa. The third one, wawul jama, the one in jalasu, yajlisuna, ijlisu, and what? Nunu niswa. The one in what? Jalasna. So they are telling us that all of these four pronouns are the ones that are connected to fi'l madi. So jalasa, jalasu, jalasna, jalasti, jalasta, jalastu, jalastuma, jalastum, and jalastunna. So those are the what? Those are the verbs. Those are the pronouns that are connected to what? Past tense verb, that is fi'l madi. Then the second point, ضمائر الرفع البارزة التي تتصل بالمضارع والوات والأمر. So they said those pronouns that are connected to what? To amru and that are in Raf'u state, to mudari and amru and are in Raf'u state. The first one we have ya'ul mukhataba. Ya'ul mukhataba that we have here in tajlisina and ijlisi, mudari and amru. Aliful isnain that we have in yajlisani and ijlisa, mudari and amru. Wawul jama in yajlisuna and in ijlisu, and nunu niswa in yajlisna and ijlisna. So these are what are the pronouns we have in Raf'u state that are connected to what? To verbs that are clear and that we can see, that are connected to verbs and are in Raf'u state. So we should also take note of this division of al-mutaharrika and al-sakina. They are very important. They are very important for us in consequent classes, and we should check the comment section for the link to the previous classes that they've been taken. So that's very important also. So it's going to refresh our memory on the topic. So these are the pronouns. These are the pronouns for what? ضمائر رفع البارزة pronouns. So you can check the comment section also for the notes. The notes to this class, we are going to find it there. So with this we say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.